All right. Hi, learners. Welcome to our vocabulary introduction, vocabulary day 1 for the Qilin purse. All right. Our words to know this week are astonished, behavior, benefactor, distribution, gratitude, procession, recommend, sacred, and traditions. If I were you, I'd pause the video right here and get a sheet of paper and write these words down and leave space for their definitions, okay? So that you are prepared for the test that you're going to have this week. All right, our first word is traditions. Traditions are customs or beliefs handed down from generation to generation. So things that you traditionally do, like I like to think of Thanksgiving and Christmas traditions at my house when I think of the word traditions. You also have traditions like Native American dancing is a tradition. Dressing up in various costumes like Halloween is a tradition. And then some people have traditions based around food, which is always a great tradition to have, I think. So the traditions are customs or beliefs handed down from generation to generation. My next word is behavior. Oh, I hope you know this word well. Behavior is a manner of behaving, a way of acting. And so emojis are great at showing not only emotion, but also behavior, right? And you guys know good behavior and bad behavior. I'm sure you've heard the word behavior before. So the way you act is your behavior. I sure hope your behavior is good. My next word is distribution. Distribution is dividing and giving out in shares, or the act or process of giving some of to each. So if you have a candy bar and you distribute parts of it to your friends, you're trying to split it up equally so everybody has a piece. In my class, we talk about distributing papers, graded papers, back to students. So I'll ask students to help me distribute the papers. That's the same word, right? Giving some of the whole group to each. You see this picture? They've taken this, what's called a pie graph, and it's split it into equal parts and giving some to everyone equally. So equally in shares is distribution. Astonished. When you are astonished, you are surprised greatly or amazed. Astonishment it's not like usual surprise, like you were sort of thinking it was going to happen. But I mean, out of the blue, shocked, you didn't see it coming. That is astonished. Most people make that funny mouth open face when they are astonished. Gratitude is kindly feeling because of a favor received or desire to do a favor in return. We hear a lot about the word thankfulness around Thanksgiving when we're giving thanks for all the blessings in our lives, right? Well, gratitude and thankfulness are synonyms, words that mean the same, but are different words, right? Synonyms. So showing gratitude can be you giving a gift back to a loved one who's given you a gift, or can be as simple as a hug or a kiss, right? To somebody that you are grateful for. The easiest way to show gratitude, of course, is to say thank you, even to strangers who hold open the door for you. That is showing gratitude for their kindness. Gratitude is the desire to do a favor in return. Procession is something that moves forward, persons marching or riding. If you've ever seen a parade, you have seen a procession. And sometimes when you're walking to a special event, think of a graduation. People who walk in a graduation ceremony are in a procession. They're in a line, usually one after the other. They're following along for some event. If you've ever been to a wedding, you can see a procession as people come down the aisle, like the flower girl or the ring bearer, or one of those that people who walk or ride in a group. Those are people who are walking in procession. So I guarantee you've seen one before, but you might not have thought of it that way. So something that moves forward. And I like to think the word procession starts with P. So does the word parade. So a parade as a procession might be a good way to remember it. My next word is recommend. It's to speak in favor of or suggest favorably. If you recommend something, it's because you think it's really good. Adults will recommend restaurants to each other. So if they get really good food at one restaurant, you'll say, I recommend that you go to this restaurant. It's so good. So if you speak in favor of, you say, oh, it's the best. Oh, that is to recommend. Sacred, something that's sacred is holy, worthy of reverence. So usually it's used in terms of worshiping something, right? Something we consider sacred is something so special. It's reverence. It's holy, just about. So sacred is a word usually associated with churches or items in a church, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. Sacred usually is something very, very precious and important to us too. Benefactor. A benefactor is a person who has given money or kindly help. And the word bene, B-E-N-E, is the Latin word for give or gift. So a benefactor is somebody who gives gifts, usually in support, in money, somebody who is helping you reach a goal. A benefactor is a helper who helps give by giving money or support. What means the same thing as the underlined word? The teacher said that our behavior in the hallway was great. If you remember, behavior is way of acting. Our family considers this to be a sacred book. The word holy is another way to say sacred. We were astonished by the prizes they give out. Astonished, another way to say astonished would be surprised. We decided to express our gratitude in a card. Another way to say gratitude is thankfulness. They'll start the program after the procession is over. A procession is just a group marching together. He assisted in the distribution of pamphlets. Distribution means giving out. And if you don't know what a pamphlet is, it's like a little mini book, like a magazine. So he assisted in the giving out of the pamphlets of the little mini books. I recommend watching that DVD. If you recommend something, you liked it, and you are suggesting somebody else does it. You have got it. Good job, guys. Take a minute or two, and I always like to draw a little picture by my vocabulary words, a way to link it together in my brain so that you have it for the test, okay? Thank you for your help today. See you soon.